This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. We explore topics surrounding sexuality, intimate relationships, and related subjects in an open and candid manner. Please be advised that we are not licensed marriage or sex therapists, and the content shared here is for entertainment and informational purposes only. If you are under 18 years of age or prefer not to engage with discussions about sex, relationships, or mature language, we strongly recommend that you refrain from listening further. However, if you are of legal age and comfortable with this content, we invite you to settle in and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to Beyond Monogamy. I'm Adam.
And I'm Pris.
And I was watching I just want to jump into this. I was watching it on Amazon Prime. This they have those live channels,
Yeah.
so you can just click on any live channel and it's like this one show they just create a whole channel out of. They created a channel out of Saved by the Bell. And for those of you that don't know what Saved by the Bell is, it was kind of like daytime drama for kids, it was like right after the Saturday morning cartoons, they would show it. It was
Yeah.
a bunch of teenagers,
Yeah.
at Bayside High. I don't know. Google it. I'm not going to break it down. Anyways, I was watching all of this and I realized that Zach Morris
Mm-hmm.
is a terrible human being.
Yeah.
And not only is he a terrible human being, but he's a terrible, terrible friend.
Yes.
And in almost every single episode revolves around Zach acting like a real shit to his
Mm-hmm.
friends,
Yeah.
right? And it's never really handled properly, but it always has a happy ending at the end.
Yeah.
So it got me thinking.
Okay.
And I kind of put it all together and I said, we've been in the lifestyle a long time. We preach about how you have to find your no, you have to have your voice,
Uh-huh.
right? But it's even harder to say no to somebody who you're friends with. It's hard to chastise your friend when they've crossed a boundary,
Yes.
and especially in a public place, because one thing that we don't wanna do is we don't wanna embarrass anybody.
Yeah.
It's not our thing. But
Sometimes.
realistically, it's easy to put somebody in their place when you don't know them.
Yes.
But say you not only do you know them, but you're really close with them. You're really good friends with them.
Uh-huh.
H Something happens, it's in a public setting, maybe it's an event or something like that, and say your friend is either really drunk or under the influence or just decides that this is the time to cross that boundary
Mm-hmm.
and crosses a boundary with you. How do you handle that?
Me? How do I handle
How do
that?
you handle that? Let's talk about you for a second. How do you
Uh,
handle
it really depends on the friend and what kind of boundary do they cross.
Explain that, please.
So if we're in a public setting, is this an LS setting or just a public setting, period?
Well, either or.
Okay.
I would actually say more public setting, like a meet and greet,
Okay.
some sort of public event.
Yeah.
It's LS people.
And just cross a boundary with me.
Right.
I would probably walk away from the situation at the time, at the moment,
Yeah.
just because I don't wanna cause a scene. But it does depend on the friend.
Now what do you mean by that?
So, is it somebody that we always hang out with? Is it just somebody that we see only at things like this?
Well, so what is your
So
reaction for the varying
so
degrees?
so if it's somebody who we've hung out with a lot and, like, we're really close to, I may walk away from the situation for the moment and then come back to them, and then the next day definitely tell them,
Yeah,
"Hey, what you did."
like message them.
Yeah, like, "Hey, what you did wasn't really cool." Now, if it's somebody that I do not talk to on the regular basis, I would definitely tell them. Maybe not there because it depends on the setting. I don't wanna embarrass people,
Right.
but sometimes I really don't care if I embarrass you because if you've done something to me and I felt a certain way, so it really depends on how I'm feeling also.
Sure.
If you've done something to me and I just didn't care for it,
Mhm.
and I know that you're drunk, I'll maybe let it go and maybe make a funny, like, "I'm gonna break your arm next time you do that," type of situation, but I don't wanna cause a scene. you know?
Right.
I don't wanna cause a scene.
Well, let's kick this up a notch, okay?
Okay.
That's assuming that they crossed your boundary, but what if, just to kinda change it up a little bit, what if you're with your friend,
Okay.
you're close to
Okay.
this person's had a lot to drink,
Yes.
and you see them crossing somebody else's boundaries, and you know that they're making somebody uncomfortable. You know that what they're doing is causing an issue.
I have seen that.
We have seen
We have
that.
seen that.
Now, we've seen it most of the time, we've seen it with guys onto women, but we've actually seen
Seen it with
women
women
and
onto
guys.
men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in situations like that where you're with somebody that you're really, really good friends with, and they are crossing other people's boundaries, and you know this. You know that they're making
Or I
people
can just see I don't know
uncomfortable,
if they're crossing a boundary, but I can tell that the
that they're
person's
making somebody uncomfortable.
uncomfortable.
What do you do as a friend?
Unfortunately, I totally ignored it.
Yeah?
I didn't say anything other than to you.
Yeah.
I should have told that person after the fact, but I didn't wanna I know this person, and I didn't wanna embarrass them.
Mhm.
And it's sad because I feel like I should have said something, but also it goes both ways, like, they should have said something too. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
victim should have said something.
But that's kind of
It and
putting a lot on the victim.
yeah,
I
it
mean,
really is,
that's like
and
saying
because
for somebody
men
who got raped, "Well, why didn't you
and
report it?" You know, it's
well,
like,
I mean, that's a
well,
little
I
different,
mean, that's a
but
bit
I
more
get what you
extreme.
mean,
That's an
yeah,
extreme case of it,
and
but you know what I'm saying?
I and I'm sure the guy didn't want to embarrass the person and try to remove himself from the situation, and still it still didn't happen, like, it just pursued and went on.
I mean, it's not just that one time, that we've seen this several different
Yeah,
times.
yeah, I don't know, I have yet to say anything, and it's because I don't know, I don't wanna embarrass.
Mhm.
I really don't wanna and I don't know if it's my place.
You
Although
don't
they're
know if it's your place to
yeah, like,
speak up?
although they're my friend, it didn't happen to me, and I would most I mean,
Now, so you're saying this because it's a
it's a
woman to a
guy.
man.
I
Let's talk about that double standard for a
oh,
second.
for sure.
Because if this was the opposite, and we've seen it
I would
the
totally
opposite,
yeah,
you straight up said,
yeah,
"I am gonna jump in there and I'm gonna
yeah,
take care of this," because you're big into empowering women
I am.
and you're big into protecting women. But let's keep in mind that,
It happens to guys.
men get this
It
same
happens
thing.
to you,
Yeah,
whether you like it or
right,
not,
right.
it happens to you,
It does.
and no, you are very right. But you know what? I don't know I don't know if it made the person uncomfortable because of the setting, or did it make the person uncomfortable
Well,
because
I
of what was
mean, you
happening?
gotta stop referring to one specific situation. We've seen this several different times.
Yeah.
So you can't really
Oh, and it
pinpoint it.
can't be settings. Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
We've seen this several
I
different
don't
times.
know. I would definitely now speak up just because you called me out.
Just because I called you
Because you
out.
called me out, and it's a double
It
standard.
is an absolute double standard that people don't seem to recognize. And whenever a guy jumps out and says, "Hey, that's not fair," people kinda give him a hard time,
But
and it's like, "Dude, sack up," because that's the kind
now
of world that we live in, you know?
now this also works for in your instance,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
You like when people do that
To an extent,
to an
yeah.
extent. But if you don't like it, why don't you stop it? Do you know what I mean? Like
It depends on who's
it all
doing it.
yeah, so I mean it all works out. I mean, I'm not shaming that person. I'm not shaming anybody.
I
I'm
don't
just
know, kinda
saying
feels like you're shaming me right
well, I'm
now.
saying like if someone's doing something to me I don't like, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah,
And if they make me uncomfortable, I'm gonna say something.
right,
Like honestly, I don't care.
right.
I've said it, I've done it, I've gone to extremes. I don't care. If I don't like something, you're making me feel uncomfortable, I'm gonna tell you.
Mhm,
But you're a guy.
mhm.
Why don't you say something to a girl when they're making you feel mm,
Well,
when
I
you don't
haven't
really care for that person to be doing what they're doing to you?
I it depends. When it comes up, I really don't like the confrontation of it.
Yeah.
I don't. And when it happens to me, I I don't like it, but it's not a big enough deal for me to say, "Okay, this needs to stop."
But it's things like that that make it keep happening to other people.
Yeah, but
Like, somebody has to put a stop to it,
yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
like, you're just one. That person could be doing it to 10 more people. Do
uh-huh.
you know what I mean? Like, you gotta stop it when it happens.
So, but see, so you're pitting it
No, it works
on the
both ways.
person
One, that
who's
person should not be doing that, drunk or not. You shouldn't be doing that. Learn how to control yourself,
right.
but it also empower yourself is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? I'm not shaming you. I'm not.
everybody needs to find their voice. That's a
Yes.
hard one though, because not everybody does.
No, and you're right. Yeah.
And
But
sometimes, I think it's harder to tell friends no than it is to tell strangers no.
I will tell you that is very, very true.
Because if it's a stranger, it's easily, "Hey, I don't have to ever see this person again. Fuck it," you know?
Yeah.
But if it's a friend, it's weird on the relationship. It can put a strain on things. You probably
I
like that
mean,
person. It's like, "What the hell, man?"
yeah. And I've had friends where they've crossed boundaries or where they're making me feel uncomfortable. And I've told them, you're making me feel uncomfortable or I don't like that. And it's gone pretty well.
Yeah,
Now, did they listen? Do they still do what they do? No, they don't. But, I don't know who else are doing that to.
right.
But I feel like empower yourself, whether you're a female or a male, empower yourself to at least say when you don't like something. And I totally get it because men do not want to be mean to women.
I tell you what, not only do men not want to be mean to women, there's a fear of mine, okay?
Uh-huh.
So bear with me for a second.
Wait, do you want to say this on? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so this is a fear of mine, and
Okay.
unfortunately, you and I were exhibitionists. We like to put on a show, and when we go to the club, we go straight to those beds out in the
Right in the middle.
open,
Mhm.
and we have
Get it
our
on.
fun,
Yeah.
right? The thing about those beds, that area, is that it's open for people to watch, and it's supposed to be a place where people can join if invited,
Yes.
right?
Oh, and we've had
That's the key. If
if
invited,
invited
if
people, if
invited.
invited.
Being out in the open like that and performing out in the open like that, not everybody understands that part of if invited. They think
Free for
it's
all.
free for all, that
Mhm.
it's open.
Mhm.
And my fear is that somebody that I'm not into, attracted to, or even know will just decide to start sucking my dick,
I
or
would never.
something.
So
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
and I
something
would
like that.
never let that happen
Yeah.
ever. I would never let that happen, as I'm pretty sure that you wouldn't let somebody I didn't like touch me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, with you, I don't think I really have to worry about that because people that you
yeah, but
don't
sometimes
like
I'm
pretty
writing
much
you and I
know.
don't know who's behind you.
Oh, yeah.
For instance, this past time we went to the club,
Mhm.
there was this couple that I was I was like, they better not touch me. But
Mhm.
they were around the bed like freaking sharks.
Yeah.
And they were behind me when I was writing you.
Huh.
And then we changed positions and you got on top of me. And that's when I noticed them behind you. I was like, oh shit, they were behind me. And giving this look of like we were pieces of meat. And
Yeah.
I'm probably the most vocal between us.
Yeah.
I am the one who will say no. I don't care even if I know that you like the person and they're doing something to you, if I am not in the mood, I will move them. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like people, you're going to have to put someone in the spot. And whenever we go to those beds, please understand, I am always ready to tell somebody, move,
Well, that's just
don't
always
touch.
been a fear of
Yeah,
mine,
I would
is that something like
never.
that's gonna happen.
If you're
But the primary reason why it's a fear of mine is because I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to put a stop to it if I'm naked. And I know that this sounds weird,
No, I
but if
understand.
I'm naked, that's the
Yeah,
most vulnerable position that
for
I can
sure.
be in.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? And for something to happen like that, I don't know if I could put a stop to it.
yeah.
I'd probably be like, "Oh,
I
well,
mean,
this is happening now."
we've we've been there and men have not touched me. I know have some women have had that issue.
Mhm.
Men have not touched me that I didn't know.
Yeah.
A friend may come by and, like, pat my little butt or big ass, not little, but no one's ever done that to me. Women have, but I was okay with that. Yeah. I could see where you would feel like, "Ooh, not."
I don't know if
Yeah.
I could necessarily put a stop to it.
If you're with me there, I could definitely
I mean,
put a stop.
obviously,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
but I mean, that's just always been one of my fears is that
yeah.
I'm gonna get stuck in this
Yeah.
position or like a house party where we're playing in the bed and
Yeah.
somebody that I'm not attracted to or not interested in can jump in there and just grab a hold and start getting into it,
It's only happened
realistically, they should be asking for consent.
and it's only happened a few times and yeah. Yeah. It's happened to you.
It has.
Yeah,
It
I
is
was busy. I didn't
it
notice, but
happens.
if I don't know sometimes, like, when we go to house parties or whatever, I don't know who and what you like because you like everything.
Yeah, but we talk about a lot of stuff. You
Now
know if there's somebody I'm not into.
yeah, and now I know that, and I
Mhm.
get real I have to do the whole, "Oh, this is my dick. You cannot have it right now."
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, you get very alpha.
yeah, but yeah, it's happened. It's happened a few times.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a little nutty with that when that happens. I never know how to react to it. I will say that, I don't wanna be an asshole, I don't
Yeah.
wanna embarrass anybody, but at the same time, I would also be embarrassing myself, like,
I mean,
that's
you think you would,
oh,
right?
yeah.
Because you're the guy, and that's just the
Well,
stigma.
no, that's not why I'd be embarrassing myself. I'd be embarrassing myself because 'cause I'm causing a scene. That's the way I would look at it.
Yeah,
It's I have no problem admitting
yeah,
that a woman took advantage of me in an uncomfortable way or whatever, like, I don't feel like that's demeaning to me at all
right.
because realistically, it's not like I'm getting overpowered here. It's not an overpowering issue.
No.
It's a I don't know how to say no issue.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
And,
and I
her
think
not asking consent issue.
yeah, and we should.
We should have that respect for everybody.
We should be asking us as women should be asking if it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal.
Most guys would say, "Yes, it's
Most guys
okay."
would say yes. Yeah, or most guys would say, "Oh, let me talk to my wife.
Yeah.
Let me talk to my partner." Because just respectful, right?
Mhm.
But yeah, no, it's definitely double standard.
Man, it's such a double
It
standard.
is. It is.
Yeah.
Because when women do it to men, it's, "Oh, it's okay, she's drunk and we're gonna get it on."
Yeah.
But what if that guy does not want it?
Now let's take it even further than that because realistically, when it comes to unwanted attention, and I'm gonna call it for what it is. A lot of people can not admit this out loud, but if the person is exceptionally attractive
Oh, they're gonna
that
be
is
okay.
crossing the boundary,
They're okay.
they're gonna get away with it most
For
likely
sure.
because a lot of times it's not considered harassment if you're good looking.
For
You know what I
sure.
mean? If
Yeah.
it's wanted attention, but they crossed a boundary, it's gonna be like, "Oh gosh, I can't b and you're so silly.
Yeah.
You always do
With
that. You're
most
so silly."
people.
With most people. I'm
With
not
most
saying
people.
everybody, but,
Yeah.
y let's call it what it is,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're really, really attractive, chances are you can get away with a lot more things
Yeah.
than if you're not.
I think that's easier for women.
Yeah?
Yeah. Attractive women can get away with a lot of things.
Yeah.
It is unfortunate. It is what it is. They get a lot away with a lot of things.
Yeah.
Attractive men cannot with certain people.
Mhm.
Mm,
Can with some.
they can with some, but they can't with like I don't care if you're Ken or Barbie.
Yeah.
If I don't like it, I'm gonna say something. But Yeah. No, you are definitely
I
right.
mean, honestly,
Definitely
and
right.
I'll even admit it on my own part. If somebody is violating my boundary and I find them exceptionally attractive, I'm gonna turn the other way. I'm gonna be like, "Okay, well, it's them. It's cool." You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
I hate to be that person to say it, but at least I'm admitting it out
Yeah.
loud. I know a lot of people that would say it and deny it to the end of the
I mean, I
days.
think attractive people have come up to you and I've pulled you away.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure because I don't care. You ask.
Yeah.
Ask.
Yeah, you've put a stop to
Oh
things
yeah.
before.
Ask permission first. Like it's just what it is, man. Like
You know,
be
I don't
respectful.
understand why people struggle, but I do understand why people struggle. I used to have that anxiety before where it was like, "Man, I'm just gonna sound like an idiot trying to figure out if it's okay if I give somebody a hug." Or is it like I couldn't figure out how to say without sounding like a weirdo, "Is it okay that I kiss you?" Because I'm afraid that somebody's gonna say, "Yeah, no, bro. I don't think so." You know? And that could be the husband,
That's your
but
vibe.
normally it's you that
Yeah.
tells me no. Yeah.
I'm not saying I tell you no.
Oh, that's what I thought you
You
were
don't
doing. You were
ask
raising your
me if you
hand.
could kiss somebody.
I do sometimes.
Sometimes.
Depends the setting.
Yeah, sometimes you
Yeah,
ask me. I
yeah.
mean, I don't care. If I don't want you to kiss somebody, I'll just tell you, but
Well,
yeah.
that used to be in
Yeah.
our rules was that
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had to ask them and ask you. So
Yeah.
I would just look at the whole table and be like, "Hey, is everybody okay that I kiss her? Is
Yeah.
this all right? Can I do this
There's only
now?"
one person that it matters to, or 2 people that it matters to, the person you're about to kiss and the person that's married to you.
It should matter to me too.
Well, you're gonna one that's gonna kiss them. You already
So
know
then that's
yes.
3 people right there. The Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. Yeah, no, I really, really struggled with that whole trying to figure out how to ask that question without sounding like a weirdo. And now I feel like it's a lot easier. I mean, it's not totally smooth, but at this point, I've kind of given 0 fucks at this point. I'm just kinda like, "Okay, you know what? Either she's gonna tell me no or she's gonna tell me yes."
Yeah.
And even you have admitted that a man asking consent or a woman asking consent is exceptionally sexy.
Yes.
So if they ask you and you aren't attracted to them, chances are you're still gonna say yes just because that was an attractive
Yeah.
thing that they did,
Yeah.
you know?
I've
Uh,
been asked
yeah,
from unattractive people,
yeah.
and I've told them, "Oh, not right now."
Yeah?
Yeah. Many times.
I have never said no.
Yeah. Huh.
Never said no.
Did you like all the kisses you've gotten so far? Eh.
Not all of them. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Now, would you know how to put a stop to something that was happening to me? You've
Absolutely.
never had to,
I've never had to.
but are you always on alert to do that?
Yes.
Okay. I
Yeah.
was wondering because, I mean,
It's a protection thing.
you know that because I'm very protective of you.
Girl, when we go to gas stations and you say you're gonna go to the bathroom, I'm like, "Dude, don't get taken." Like, I've seen those
Yeah.
movies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, no, I am very protective of you, especially in a setting as that. But while I'm protective of you, I also know that I don't have to be a superhero and jump in the middle. You are not a victim.
Yeah.
You, as a matter of fact, are kinda scary. And if I had to jump in there for anything, it would be more so for their protection rather than yours, because
Yeah.
I've seen you fight.
Yeah.
It's not a fun thing to watch. And you have this weird superhuman strength when you got that adrenaline rushing. Like
It's mama strength.
you don't look like you would do much, but you're like a train. Like you have this fierceness.
Baby, you're gonna make people scared.
Well, rightfully so.
I mean, don't cross boundaries.
Don't cross boundaries. It's
Don't
that
cross
simple.
boundaries.
I mean,
Ask for consent.
we're actually quite simple. We're very simple
We
people.
are.
If you can just treat us with respect like human beings, you have conversations with us like we're regular friends, and then you ask consent. That's it.
Do it for everybody, man. Like,
Yeah.
ask consent. It is not,
It's good practice.
you don't if you don't want somebody to cross your boundaries, they need to know what your boundary is, right?
Yeah.
And it's a matter, and don't worry about hurting feelings. They're asking you a question. You
Yeah.
are allowed to say yes or no. And you're allowed to say no, I'm not ready, or no, I'm not at this moment, or no, not ever. You know, read the room.
Yeah. Yeah. I think part of the problem too is that a lot of people look at things as on the horniness meter. This is really hard to explain. Let me see if I can find the words right. On the horniness meter, okay? We've all had those times where you've just been so fucking horny and you just need it. You
Okay.
don't give a shit who's gonna give it to you. You just need it.
Never been there, but okay.
You have. We've had talks.
Okay, go.
But it's one of those things where, you just get overwhelmed with just, God, I need this,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
And then, you fool around with somebody, and then after you come, you're like, "Oh god, that was a bad idea."
We were just talking
We were
about
just
that.
talking about
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah, that's happened.
that has happened. And that's, I think, very common.
You
Ye
think?
I think that people do that often in the community. I think that there's a lot of times where people will be like, "Okay, I'm aiming my," I maybe early on when they have time, they're a little horny, but they're not overly horny. They're going, "Okay, let me set my sights here." And then all of a sudden it's like, "Okay, that fell through, that fell through, that fell through." And then they keep going lower, lower down the totem pole. And then eventually they just settle for whatever they
Oh.
can get because they want to have sex. So they've lowered the bar, lowered the bar, lowered the bar, lowered the bar until they're just with somebody who's just gonna do the deed. And then after they're done, they're like, "Okay, I don't wanna talk to this person again." You know?
Oh,
Like, that exists, that's a
it
thing.
does.
That's
It
a thing.
does, yeah.
And so I think that there are people that simply just will do whatever they have to get that nut, so to speak, you know?
Yeah,
Like, they'll just do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking to somebody and they were just talking about that, and they were like, "Yeah, like, it's just I I did it and I wasn't sure why I did it and it's done." It's like, "Yeah, and now what? Now what do you do?
Yeah.
Don't cross those boundaries, homie."
Yeah, no kidding, man. Now
Like
now could you ever be close enough to a person where you have no more boundaries with them?
like me right now?
Mhm.
No,
No.
no, no. I always have boundaries with somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably because I'm married.
Mhm.
Because I'm married, boundaries, there will always be boundaries. There will always be something.
But knowing our dynamic and knowing that your husband is open to whatever you want, it's more so you setting boundaries for yourself?
Well, no, because I mean, we have a boundary of we're never sleeping at anybody's place.
Right.
Like, that's our boundary.
Mhm.
I wouldn't let that go for anybody.
Mhm. But that's a boundary that you have set in place.
I think it's a boundary we've set in place.
We both agree to it,
Yeah.
but I could be okay depending on the person.
Yeah. No.
Yes,
So be it.
but you see what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
It's a boundary I put in
Yeah,
place. Yeah.
no,
Yeah. No. Could I let it go? No. No.
I mean, not just that specific thing, but what I'm saying is, like,
And
there
I
are
w-
you set up boundaries in place for because you're married, but you're with a man who's very open
mhm.
to whatever it is you want. So, like, say you were dating a woman
Mhm.
and you were real close to her, it was a good relationship, you would still keep boundaries with them because you're married to me.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like I don't know. I just feel like though it's me, but yes, out of respect for myself, or maybe just not of respect for myself, but just because I feel that certain things should not be crossed. And whether we both agree on it, there's just things that I just do not want to even try to change. Like, I'm comfortable the way it is, you
Sure.
know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I don't think there's I think there I'll always have something as a
Mhm.
boundary,
Yeah.
like something.
I ain't got no issue with that. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm perfectly fine with you not sleeping anywhere.
And I'm
But, like
perfectly fine with you not sleeping
but,
anywhere.
like, there's certain things that we've agreed on, but I'd be okay with, like, we have the no showering rule.
Yes,
We don't shower with
with
anybody.
anybody. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like, if you were to shower with somebody, I don't think that it would be the end of the world
Yeah.
for me.
We have the no cuddling thing and we've cuddled.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean, certain things can come down and yeah, it depends on the person, but I will always have things that I love to keep special for you and I.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like, those are our things. And no, I probably wouldn't change the boundary. I'd probably always have it.
yeah.
Yeah. Just because, gotta keep something special. I
I
think.
get that.
I
Yeah,
think something has to stay special even if you're in this lifestyle, you have to have something that only you and your partner do or
I get that.
share,
Yeah,
like
something special. Yeah, it's something
yeah.
that's just for y'all.
Yes. Yeah.
Totally.
So, things like that, things like, no showering with people or whatever it is. Like, those are just things that you and I share.
Right.
And yeah, well, I know you're good with anything.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
you're not the one who puts a lot of the boundaries on us.
But also I'm flexible.
You
It's
are.
like
Yeah.
none of your boundaries I feel are outside of I feel like
And
they're
we've
they're
discussed
okay,
them. Yeah,
like
we've
they make
discussed
sense.
yeah, and we've discussed them and you've asked, "Well, okay, I'm good with it, but can you explain why?"
Yeah,
You
that's all
know?
I wanna know. I just
Yeah.
wanna know,
And
well,
it's
why?
certain things have to be, a little sacred. I mean, I already share your genitals with other people.
Yeah,
I could keep some stuff,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's nice.
This is true. This is true.
Now, will it change? I mean, I'm saying right now it's gonna be like this forever.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know?
Mhm.
You never know.
You never know.
Priscilla changes her fucking mind all the time.
That is true. That is
I'm
true.
pretty I'm open to different things, like dropping different boundaries for us if I feel like you and I have already communicated about it. We've already talked about it. We've already discussed all the scenarios. Then I'd be okay with it. Like I'd probably be like talk to you and be like, "Okay, let me think about it." But yeah, it's it's an odd situation sometimes and I just don't know.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, you and we're not gonna break up for anything.
No.
So we already know,
Yeah.
and we've discussed this, that there's nothing that you can do or I can do that can really screw up this relationship, even if, say, it's in the heat of the moment.
Right.
So, like, if I'm in the heat of the moment with somebody and you're nowhere around and I do this thing, as long as I didn't hide it, I come up to you, we talk about it. You may not be happy,
Yeah.
but we'll talk about it
Yeah.
and we'll get past it
Oh,
and
yeah.
it'll be okay.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about this is that we don't have to worry about a relationship. A
No.
relationship is good.
No. Yeah.
We just get to do our own thing. We get to have fun.
Yeah.
I'm always afraid of losing friendships. I like the friends that we've made. I enjoy it. But as you make friends in the lifestyle, you start getting closer, you start getting closer, you start getting to know them a little bit better. Sometimes the person that you get the first time around or the first several times around, as you get to know them better, you realize they kind of start letting their true color show. They start acting maybe not completely different, but maybe, there's things that you don't agree with or you don't like, that sort of
Mhm.
thing. And
Mhm.
sometimes friends just grow apart.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are just really in sync and then things start driving them to change and move apart.
Yeah.
And it's sad. It's not ever fun to lose friends, but at the same time, it's kind of just how it goes.
It is. It's growing.
Yes.
You're just growing,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. And where we are in our lifestyle journey, there's people who are on the same path as us. There's people who are on different paths and like different
Yeah.
things. And that's cool, you know? I mean, maybe we're not gonna be in the same groupings or the same circles,
Yeah.
but we'll always treat each other with respect and we'll be friends, you know, or that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's you're growing, you're figuring it all out, and the lifestyle is very there's lots of different curves, there's lots of different roads that you can take, and there's boundaries and there's dynamics. Everybody has something different.
mhm.
Everybody has different things they're trying to accomplish in their relationship, I guess you could say, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
But still, I mean, circling back around, the boundary part, you definitely have to ask for consent. You definitely have to see where people are going. Ask your questions. Don't assume.
yeah.
And I know we've said it 1,000 times. Alcohol and heavy drugs do not help.
No,
They
no.
don't help in the lifestyle because you could be crossing a boundary. And I will tell you the stories that Adam and I were discussing, these are all taking place while somebody was intoxicated.
Every time.
And it's unfortunate because we've heard horror stories.
Mhm.
I have heard horror stories from women on things like that. And it's like women, we already feel really vulnerable when we're in lifestyle settings.
Yeah,
I personally do not drink. I don't drink, and it's because I know that if I do drink, my inhibitions are gonna be completely lowered. Like, I'm not gonna even because I'm not a drinker, I'd probably drink too much. Do you know what I mean?
right.
Like, one drink will get me.
And, you know, I know that if you were to have some drinks, you'd probably get sluttier.
Yes,
Y
because 'cause we've discussed
We've discussed this,
that.
and I know that if you drink, you'll probably get sluttier with
Yeah.
everybody around, which I'm sure everybody listening to the podcast like, "Dude, let her drink." I'm not the one stopping her,
No.
but
No. No.
it's one of those things where it's like she's just not she doesn't want to, you know,
Yeah, I'm
because
not that
you
person.
experience that loss of control.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Yeah,
Not I am 47 years old. I've done that already, been there, don't feel like doing it again.
yeah,
But all these so women are very vulnerable, and then if you bring alcohol or anything that's gonna lower our mind, that's it.
yeah,
When men can take advantage, women can take advantage. It's a shitty situation,
mhm,
but don't and I don't wanna shame anybody, okay? That's not what I'm here to do or say. I just understand that when you're drunk or when you're drinking alcohol heavily, you don't know what's going on,
right,
period.
right,
And if you and your partner are together and y'all are both drinking, no one knows what's going on.
mhm,
I've heard the most horror stories from women, how they felt like the man took advantage of them. Everybody was drunk. They were drunk. The guy was drunk. Okay, well, no shaming, but come on, guys. You
yeah.
know, be aware. Be aware. Sorry, I felt like I was preaching there.
No, I mean, it's I understand the need for alcohol in this situation
Or it
because
right,
it
yeah.
lowers your inhibitions, and it makes it easier to talk to people if you have social anxiety, things like that. I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
But like I've said in the past, there's a window of time and energy and alcohol
Yeah.
where you can be buzzed, and if you keep drinking, you'll be fine.
Mhm.
But if you continue on, you'll be drunk,
Yeah. I mean,
and
like,
you lose control when you're drunk.
for you, I know for a fact that the women that have gone up to you in certain situations, at the club, at a house party, at whatever gathering, they have most likely always been intoxicated.
Yeah, yeah,
And the guys that have crossed boundaries with me, intoxicated.
yeah, and the
Um,
women that have
and the
crossed
women
boundaries.
that have crossed boundaries,
Yeah,
intoxicated
every single
every
time.
single time,
Yeah,
every single time. And I know to keep my distance from them when they get like that,
Right.
I'll make myself scared. Like, I'll remove you and I from the situation and just be like,
Which is funny,
"We're."
you're so astute to
I am.
the environment, and I am not.
Yeah,
I'm, like, just in my own little world, I'm talking to
all the
whomever
time.
and doing my own
Yeah,
thing. You're the one that pulls me off, and it's like, "Okay, honey, we're going this way," and I'm
yeah.
like, "I don't know what just happened."
I'm looking at everybody, I'm listening to everybody around me, I am watching very, very closely. I'm watching my friends to make sure they're okay.
Mhm.
I'm very, very astute. I am the designated driver inside of the clubs.
Yeah.
I mean, I kinda have to be
Yeah.
because, again, as a woman, I understand it happens to men, but as a woman, I am very aware of my surroundings and what's happening and who's doing what because I don't wanna be caught. I don't wanna be a victim. I don't wanna be caught in a situation that I cannot get control, you know?
Right.
So,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
just me. I don't want boundaries crossed because I was not paying attention.
Right. I think I have less to worry about. I don't have a whole lot of boundaries
No,
to cross,
no,
so it's not so bad for me.
no. And you don't cross boundaries with people.
No, no,
Like,
I'm very respectable.
yes.
Yeah, I don't wanna be that guy. Like, I've seen that guy.
Yeah,
I've seen that guy that crosses boundaries perpetually.
yeah,
Like, people talk about that person.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there are a handful of people in this community, in these groups, that have crossed boundaries so often that you are talked about amongst everybody. And
Yes.
the
People
moment
know to stay away from you.
yeah, and then the moment you show up, they'll act nice to you, but then they'll try to keep their distance from you, trust me. There are some of you out there that you're just you've crossed boundaries,
Yeah,
and because of that, you have created a reputation for yourself
yeah.
that you may need to work on.
Especially for us women, we talk. We talk about everybody, we talk about amongst each other because we wanna keep our community safe.
Yeah.
We know who to stay away from. Now, I know that there's women that get a certain way that you stay away from
Yes.
personally. So, yeah, it's a thing, guys. We like to keep our community safe. The people that we hang out with like to keep the community safe. So, if one of my friends tells me that they felt a certain way with somebody else, I keep that in mind. So when I see that person, I know, okay, when they get this way, this is the way they are. And I am the one counting everybody's drinks. If you're in my party, I'm like, okay, you've already had enough. Here's some water,
It
you know?
it gets tougher though when it's your friend though,
Oh
because
God.
if it's
Yeah.
somebody that you're close to and then all of a sudden somebody comes up to you and says, "Hey, so and so's your friend?" "Yeah." "So this happened
Yeah.
and blah 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 blah." And before you know it, you're sitting back going, "That's man, that's not normally them and they must have and so you're creating excuses because they're your friend.
Yeah.
And then you have to sit back and go, "Wait, am I standing up for somebody who's"
That has happened to me twice.
Yes, it has.
Twice. And
It
I'm like,
has.
okay, who's the problem here?
Mhm.
Like, what's happening? Now, like, scooting back and understanding the whole thing, I know where the problem lies.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah,
I think things get muddled when you're friends with somebody. And but, I mean, the only way to prevent yourself from having that is just to not have friends, and
that's not.
that's not feasible.
No.
That I mean, why be a part of the community if you're not gonna have friends?
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it, at least.
Oh, life and the lifestyle.
It is something, it is something. It's a lot to analyze
Yeah,
because there's so many different scenarios and situations that have happened to all of us. And then there's even more situations and scenarios that haven't happened to everybody, but happen to a lot of
oh, to
people.
everybody. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It gets a little crazy. So, it's one of those things where you really have to evaluate the friendship when accusations come across towards a friend. I mean,
yeah,
I know a lot of people get very loyal to their friends, and they're like, "No, my friend wouldn't do that." But you have to sit back and take every single accusation seriously, especially if there's more than one.
Yes.
We belong to several different group chats, and we get the lowdown on a lot of things going on out there, and
Yeah.
there's some shady ass shit going on out
Oh
there,
my gosh.
and there are some bad people doing bad
Yeah.
things, and they're kind of given opportunity to continue doing bad things because nobody wants to say anything,
Mhm.
you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And they just end up being ostracized behind their backs,
Yes.
and people try to keep their distance, but a lot of times they still end up in the same spots as
Yes.
these people.
Yeah.
Like, this happens a lot. Like, we've seen it happen a lot with a lot of different people.
Mhm. Men and women.
Yeah,
Men
men
and
and
women.
women.
Mhm.
And it's some people can be very predatory.
Yes. I will say that I have seen that from both men and women
Yeah,
being very predatory,
yeah,
which again, for a woman, when a man is seems very predatory, like we we talk amongst each other and we know not to be around that person.
yeah.
I don't know how you men do it. Y'all probably don't.
I mean, we don't have men Facebook pages like you guys do.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's cool. I think it's good that you women look out for each other, that y'all have groups and Facebook pages where you discuss certain things on your own without the men present.
Society has created that.
Yeah,
Like, we have to us women, we have to stick together and we have to support each other and we have to protect each other.
yeah,
Like, when there's a woman who has crossed a boundary, it is severely unfortunate because you don't expect it from women, but
no,
you expect it from men,
right.
but you don't expect it from women.
Double standard.
Double standard, and we have seen it,
Hmm.
and it is something that I hope would change, can change. It definitely can change, but again, no one calls them out. They're not gonna
Yeah,
know.
and alcohol's not going away anytime soon.
No.
I mean, really, these events are often held at bars,
Yeah.
in
And you can
public
only blame
places.
that so many times, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's a shitty part about it, that you can only say, "Ah, she was drunk. Ah, he was
I
drunk."
mean, after a
How
while,
many times can
it's
you
a
say that?
problem.
Yeah, it's a problem, you
If
know?
every single time you go out and there's an issue, and you have to sit back and go, "Ah, well, it's because I drank too much." Well, maybe you need to cut back on your drinking,
Yeah. And I
you
have
know?
heard it from men and women,
Oh, man. I've heard it a lot.
and I've heard it in circles.
Yeah.
"Oh, man, she was drinking a lot, or he was drinking a lot," and it's like, yeah,
I've heard people tell me, "Oh, this person did this to me, and this person did that to me, and I just feel so upset about it." And it's like, "Well, why didn't you tell them anything?" And they said, "Oh, well, they were drunk, so I'm just kinda giving them the benefit of the doubt."
yeah,
And it's like,
and then it's gonna
that
happen again.
doesn't make it right, though, you know?
Nope, it
I
doesn't.
don't know. That's a
It
rough one
doesn't.
because is that and this it's the friendship part that really, to me, muddles up everything because it's so easy to tell strangers to fuck off. But if it's somebody that you know, if it's somebody that you love, it's somebody that you spend often a lot of time with,
Yeah,
it's hard.
it is hard.
And you would think it's easier to be honest with your friends. It's easier to be that open and honest and educational with them, but
Yeah,
it is really hard
yeah.
because you're pointing out a major flaw.
Yes, and people do not like to be called out.
No.
No,
And it could go really south
very quickly.
very quickly.
Yes. You
And
just gotta be prepared for that.
the community can already be rather unforgiving
Yes.
when you've been labeled something. And depending on your friend and how into the circles they are, if they turn their back on you, who knows? You could be ousted,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's been known to happen.
It has been known to happen so many times in so many circles.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really it's hard. It's hard to be a part of a community that has a lot of different personalities and, you know, has party mentality. This
Yeah.
lifestyle is party mentality.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
We're
this
adults on spring break every
that's
weekend.
right. There's not events at libraries. You
And
know
I
what I'm
gotta say,
saying?
I know that we mentioned that, alcohol and whatever, and all these places all the parties and whatever are taking place at bars and whatnot. But we're all adults.
Yeah.
We all should know our limits.
Yeah.
You know, you there's a good space for you to stop. You wanna feel good. But know that once you cross your amount of intake, you're gonna go a different way.
Yeah. Yeah, for
However you
sure.
wanna put that, you're gonna go a different way. Like, something's gonna happen. It is what it is.
Yeah, and I just I'm not saying don't drink, and I'm not saying don't have a good time, but know your limits. I think
Because your
it's
boundaries are very important.
yeah,
You are very important. Know that. Know that you're a very important person, and you shouldn't do things like that. Like, be aware.
be
But
aware.
as adults,
Look out for yourself as a person.
Yes, yes,
Love yourself enough to look out for yourself.
yes. Oh, I like
That's
that.
good,
I'll
right?
put
Put
that
that
on a
on a bumper
shirt.
sticker. That would be nice. Oh, well, by your 40th yawn, I'd say it's a good time to go
It's been
ahead
a
and
very hectic
it has been a rough day. You guys have to bear with us. We lost our dog today, unfortunately. Our doggy of 9 years had stomach cancer, and so we had to unfortunately put him down today. So that was a rough thing
that
for
was
us.
rough.
Yeah, and explaining that to the kids and that sort of thing. I know that some of you can relate to that. So it's been a very exhausting day and probably going to be an even more exhausting weekend. So we appreciate you guys joining us as always.
Yes. And we hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend.
Yes, yes, we hope that we have a wonderful weekend. And as always, we hope that you continue listening to our content and spread the word to your different community members. Get us out there, help us grow because with our growth, a lot of things come with it. So thank you so much for listening. Be sure to reach out to us on our social medias, especially our Facebook that has our number. I don't know what it is, but you're welcome to go scope it out. And you can leave us voicemails, you can make text messages and say,
Yes.
"Oh, we love you guys," or whatever it is that or "We hate you guys," and "Go suck a dick," whatever.
Yes.
But once again, thank you so much for joining us, and I hope that we get to see you guys next week.
Bye.